Girl, you got some serious traffic here.
Do we?
Yeah, I should have left like 2 hours before. I need.
Yes, it's Martin and the people here who are with you.
Yeah.
Yes, KRG, they know we have some very
It's my fault though. I got tired. I've been up since 5 a.m. We've been doing the rounds and I'm like, no guys, I need to get 3 hours sleep, please. So so they like woke me up and like, oh, you need to get ready. But they, guys don't know what the process is.
No, they don't.
So they think I'm gonna be ready in like 10 minutes. Then I'm ready in an hour and still not ready.
Oh yeah, like you're not really ready, but you tell them, oh, I'm just about 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Yeah,
it's terrible, but it's okay. It's a chick thing all over the world. You know that?
Yeah,
like we're all the same.
So had they known, they would have woken me up like an hour before.
Like at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
But you're here now, so I mean, you've been in Kenya now a couple of days, so I can't say welcome to Nairobi, but welcome to Capital FM.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
You gave me such a tight hug, and it was really good. I felt the love. All the way. From Kingston, Jamaica.
Jamaican love.
It was really there, and you haven't changed at all. I met you when you came first back with Chris Martin in 2011.
Yes.
You haven't changed, Cecile.
Well, that's great. Because right now, man, I need to go back in the gym. In May, I was in a car accident and I had a broken rib. And I was not able to, I haven't been able to work out since. So hopefully when I get home, I can start. Because you know that gym is important, girl, when you're getting older.
That is true.
You know how
that is true. What happened with the car accident?
I was coming from the studio and my driver fell asleep, wrapped us around a light pole.
Stop.
Yes, that was really bad. It was really scary. I woke up and I was in the windshield and it was all smoke and everything. And on top of that, when I stepped out, it was like a cliff and water. So like God really saved us because had we not hit the post, we would have gone over
into the water.
Yeah. So.
And you were sleeping.
Yeah, I was sleeping and my seat was all the way back because I was so tired. I had gone down to G-Jam in Portland to record for the whole weekend and I was really tired. And when I woke, I don't know if I heard anything, I felt anything. I just woke up to the guy like shouting and when I opened my eyes, I was in the windshield. Like I was all the way.
You were like, you went through the windshield.
No, I did it luckily, but
like
I was
right there.
Oh
my God.
And I had on my seatbelt, which is the reason why I didn't go through there. And then all I saw was steam and smoke. And for a minute, I was so disoriented. It's a crazy thing to wake up to that. Crazy. But yeah.
So if you didn't have the seatbelt, you would have been in the water.
I think so. So we don't know how it happened. I don't know what happened. We just woke up at the impact or a second after. Yeah.
Oh man, I'm so sorry about that.
Yeah.
I got into a car accident 2 years ago. And I couldn't drive for such a long time and I couldn't get in the car for a couple of days. I was just so scared. Did it change? Were you scared about anything after that?
No. Okay. This is the second time I've been in an accident. The first time a truck driver ran me off the road and then he jacked knife. And when it jacks knife and the back of the truck is like coming at you like this.
Yeah.
I had to purposely crash my car to get out the way. And the car was so powerful, it climbed the embankment or whatever you call it. And that's how I got out of the way. And it was pretty scary. But my car, best money I ever spent so far. Yeah. And it cleared this embankment, which was really high, and it went over it. I got out of the way, and Jamaicans just came together. They lifted my car off the thing. I was trembling for like 15 minutes, and then I drove to Montego Bay and partied.
You drove?
Yeah, I drove
after it.
Yeah, I drove like 2.5 more hours to where I was going. Yeah, and partied. Yeah.
Oh my Lord! And partied.
Partied. Yeah.
Like you went out to the club.
Yeah, because I was already going to a party.
Says you should have
and I was driving alone. No, I went. I was
my God.
I was like, God is good.
Yeah.
And I'm going where I was going.
Yeah. You were like, you know what? Life is too short.
You know what? It was the same distance either way. It was the same distance
to drive back,
to return, and it was so I'm like forward.
I may as well. Let me just go and turn off. I had a terrible, and then when you get there, you're telling people, you're like, I need a shot.
I didn't even say anything. I told them it was a radio station party, Fame FM. I never forgot this Fame 95 Road party in Montego Bay, and
you're crazy.
I just went to I was like, oh God, I nearly died a while ago. Well, let's go.
Oh my Lord, that's crazy. But now you have a lot to live for.
Yeah.
So can you please drive carefully?
No, none of these are my fault. I'm an excellent driver.
But don't
excellent driver.
Have you driven here?
No.
Have you seen our matatus?
Listen to me. I was telling Chris, I was like, listen, why are you letting the matatus push you out the way? But the matatus are serious because in Jamaica, the buses try that with us. But Nah, they ain't pushing me out the way.
Oh, so
I drive a BMW, and you're not hitting my butt. Here, they don't care if they hit you.
No,
that's different.
Oh yeah, it's true. No, but I think it's more of like a dare, because if they see a BMW or Mercedes, like they're gonna push you.
Listen,
but they know just how far to take. Kenji will tell us.
They pushed this BMW that I was in out the way. They pushed it. I found it so hilarious. I was like, oh my God, I need to go in one of these matatus. I need to be riding on it.
Actually, you do. You guys need to take her on a matatu. Our matatu experience is incredible. So it's like no other in the world. We didn't know that, because growing up, this was normal, right? To have crazy matatus branded and the Christmas lights.
I saw one with. Well, I didn't see it, but I've seen it in Jamaica. Because I follow the Matatu page on Instagram.
Oh yeah,
I do, and I've seen one with myself on it.
Yeah, the Matwana. It's called Matwana. It's in the Matatu culture. Matwana culture. Yeah, it's the one.
So I follow the page.
Yeah, it's so pretty. Cool. It's insane. Now, we didn't know that until we grew up. I used to think this was very common everywhere. Yeah, so when you travel, and I'm like, why is it that you guys don't have beautiful matatus? Right. What do you have in Jamaica?
We have coaster buses.
They're just plain buses.
Yeah, just plain buses. Long. Sometimes now they wrap them with advertisements, but for the ones that the government put on the road, they all have to be yellow. Okay. So they have to be coordinated. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was just they follow the rules like during that week.
They tried to push us off the road, but the matatu is leading, or what is it called?
Which one?
The matatu is leading.
It's called Matri.
Matri. Okay. Jamaica is at last place right now. Kenya is in first place.
Number one. Yeah, number one. They said a couple of years ago that we are the dancehall capital of the world. Wow. You've traveled around the world. Yeah. How can you rank Kenya as far as our dedication and love for dancehall music is concerned?
I mean, I think it's up there. Because you see, what happens is there are places that, for Germany, for instance, that really loves reggae music.
Oh wow!
But it's not mainstream. You will only hear some songs like a Sean Paul, a Shaggy on the pop stations. But here, for the most part, reggae is played on all the stations for the most part. So for me, I would think Kenya is leading, because in other countries you'll have pockets of an underground following and whatever. Even still in America, where dancehall is so popular, some radio stations, the songs have to be added. They have to be placed into rotation. So you just don't turn on your radio and automatically hear. I mean, now you will, because you have Drake doing dancehall, Rihanna doing dancehall, Nicki Minaj, so you'll hear. And it's so sad, because you hear a lot of non-Jamaicans more than you hear Jamaicans doing dancehall.
Now, Cecile, I feel like, when you become a mom, your entire outlook of life changes, right? Yeah. That's true.
Yes.
And here in our country, there is such a terrible perception when you become a mom, and people feel like, oh man, she just had to go and do that, and now she's killed her career. Yeah. Is that the same way, in Jamaica?
Yes, sometimes, for the most part. And I think it's women like us, working women, that are changing that perception. And that's like old school thinking. And I've always... One thing in America that I've always looked towards, that female movement, that female empowering thing, where they always be like, nah, we can do what the CEOs do, the male ones. We can run our companies, we can do everything, and they fight for that right. As a mother, they fight for all rights, even to bring the kids to work if they have to breastfeed or whatever. Yeah, they fight for that kind of right. And I always say, yo, that is some forward thinking, and it's not even something that we should be fighting for. It should be
normal. It should be normal.
Exactly.
Like today I was seeing somewhere that there are some countries that unfortunately don't have legislation for domestic violence. No. And you've been seeing what's been going on the news regarding sexual assault.
Yeah.
It's been terrible.
Yeah. And for far too long. And it's a thing where I find that even good, when I say good, I mean people that have good hearts. I think there is everybody that knows somebody who's doing it, but for some reason, because of maybe they're friends with them or the job that they have or whatever, they seem to look away.
Yeah.
And even in Jamaica, when I saw what was happening in America, I'm like, oh my God, if we ever started this #MeToo thing in Jamaica and people felt comfortable to tell their stories, it would have been...
It would be crazy.
Devastating, because it is happening, and it's still happening, and it is so sad that in 2017, to the extent of the abuse in the workplace, in the house, you know, and also members of a family abusing. You know what I mean? People that you have a child in your care, and you're supposed to be taking care of that child, and you abuse, you know, that power that you have. Like it's, for me, I don't understand how it is possible. But we have a thing in Jamaica where people call it informer, and even in songs the artists sing about, oh, don't be no informer, right? And it's a thing where it's taboo to talk, to snitch. That's snitch. So it's like that, to snitch. And I always say, listen, it's cool to snitch now in this type of way, because if you know, I think you're an enabler.
Oh, yeah.
If you know, you're just as bad. If you know and you see and you do nothing and you say nothing, you're just as bad.
You're just as bad. Yeah. And for you, raising a daughter in a world where, you know, in so many different societies around the world, they're normalizing the rape culture. It's becoming like, it's just a spank. I mean, you know, why would she wear like that and go to a place like that? You know, there are all these excuses and justifications. It must be difficult for you. Just like, okay, how do I empower her and make sure that she has all of the tools to go forth in this crazy world?
Right. I mean, my daughter is 5, and I talk to her about a lot of stuff that maybe even people think that a 5-year-old should not know.
Oh, really?
As I was saying to you, like certain songs, I actually let her listen, and she knows certain bad words, and she knows she's not supposed to say them, and she doesn't. And I think, especially in this age with iPhones and iPads, and every child, you know, has access.
Yeah.
We never even had access to, you know,
true,
75% of the information that they're going to have access. In fact, it's probably more than 75%.
It is. Yeah.
So
does she have a phone?
She has a phone and an iPad.
And
both.
She's 5.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's, you can censor all you want, and you can, there's going to be, she's going to go somewhere where that censorship is not there, and she doesn't need to be naive. You need to prepare her for the world, and realistically, the preparation has to be realistic. So for me, it is a scary place, and sometimes you feel like, oh my God, why did I even have a daughter? And that's such a bad thing to think. Why would I even bring somebody into this world, because this craziness is going on?
Yeah.
But I think information, be there, know what's happening in your child's life, be present. A mom, be present, but also be a friend. You can't just be a friend, though. You have to be a mom and parent, but you have to be a friend. They have to be able to trust you, be comfortable to come to you and say things, even if they know you're going to be a little mad, but being mad aside, you can give that much needed advice, because that's what they need more than anything else.
That is very true. And we wish we had like a very close relationship with our mom.
Right, girl, so don't many even talk about
things that we would have not done. Like we would have just been like, Mom, do you think that this guy loves me? I mean, you know, he's with 18 other people.
Well, exactly. You know? But you know, and that's why I always say to my fans, reading is very important, because a lot of things that I learned from reading. And I mean, read a wide section of book. Like I was reading books, and I learned to self-therapute. I was my therapist, my psychologist, my own everything, because I read. And I read so many different books, and there were situations that were happening to characters in the book that ended up, I eventually got in the same situations, and I knew, you know, potentially what could happen if you did it that way, or if you did this way, or what the advice would be from a mom-like figure or whatever, even though I never had it from my own mom. So reading is very, very, you know, especially now when people have the iPad and there's so much, or the iPhone, and there's social media, and there's so much other things to do. Now you still have to read.
Yeah, you do have to read. How's Christopher Martin?
I mean, I'm sure he's good. You know, we're not together anymore, but we co-parent.
Yeah. How is that situation like? I mean, Is it in a good place, or is it like, listen, come when I'm not there, you just go over the weekend?
I mean, when we just broke up, it was a bit, what's the word? It was an uncomfortable situation. He more uncomfortable than I was with. But I think in time, and we've both moved on with our lives. I think it's easier now to co-parent and to talk and to work things out. You know, initially it was like any other relationship. You just broke up with somebody and you're trying to do simple things, and either person is making just a big deal out of a, no pun intended, big deal, you know, out of a simple situation. But it's about trying to do what's best for your child, I think. And the quicker you understand that, the better the relationship will be. I mean, I was ready to move on when I moved on. So for me, I don't think I was that much of a problem. But, you know, Men have I think a different thing with their women when even when they are also ready to move on. I think they feel like that's my woman. Yeah, that's the mother of my child, and somehow that's mine still. You know what I mean? Like something like this, but we've moved on past all of that.
Yeah.
And he will have new problems, and I'll have my new problems, but we are good now.
You know what's so interesting is that you look like you handled the breakup a lot better. Like you expected it, like you were okay, and he looked like he was suffering. We were like, really? You're the chick.
Well, to be honest, like I was ready to move on, and I ended the relationship, and we're good now. And he's a good father.
Yeah.
And sometimes with people that are not busy for a good reason, because he has his career, and I know, because maybe somebody who never had the same career wouldn't understand, but still sometimes you have to remind him, listen, you're always traveling, try to find the time today, and then you have to remind him. But he's a good dad, he does what he has to do, and it's like normal for us to be reminding our husbands or the male person in our lives to do stuff. They're not certain things. It's just a girl thing.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, so annoing. Just constantly, just like
reminding them. You're writing notes, even when you're in a happy relationship. You have notes on the fridge in Karaji. She remind you about everything, right? You see,
the whole day, the entire. This is my birthday next week. It's my birthday next week. It's my birthday. Yeah, make sure you pick up this and pick that.
Like everything.
Everything. Yeah. Make sure you pick up. Make sure you close the door. Make sure
I would really like to get some flowers on my birthday.
Cecile, do you get young people who hit on you, millennials, who are just like, hey, Cecile, bad girl?
Yeah, everybody.
They do. Everybody, even girls? Like you get girls who hit on you?
Everybody.
No way.
Everybody.
What's the most weirdest thing anyone's ever sent or told you in the DM and you were like, wow, this is a first?
Well, I don't know why they're sending me pictures.
Oh, okay.
Like when I used to be with Chris and my other friends that are entertainers, and I like sneak in their stuff and look like it. Always a lot of girls sending their stuff. And they have everybody sending me their stuff too. Boys, girls, like it's crazy.
Like their pictures of their bodies?
Yes, of course.
Oh, wow.
It's crazy.
Epic.
But, you got to do what makes you happy.
That's true.
Sometimes I do look, and then sometimes I just... Because what happens is sometimes my Facebook and my Twitter is not run by me.
Yeah.
I do go in there. Yeah. And the people that run them, they're from Martinique, and they're so embarrassed. They're like, Cecile... Did you see what and they don't know what to say. I'm like, what, you saw some pictures? And you're like, can you please turn off your messages so we don't want to see those things? They're like so embarrassed. My IG is the only thing that I'm the only one that goes into my IG.
Yeah.
So my Twitter, I post things and stuff, but I'm not the only person in my Facebook and my Twitter
who sees them.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord. And you feel a little embarrassed. So you're like, listen, I didn't ask anyone to send these things.
I just laugh. And I have stalkers and people that harass me and cuss me off all the time. And like one time you remember the guy that said Taga, can I say this word, Taga, like ho ho ho, Merry Christmas, and he tagged me, my stalker. He's so upset with me, like, for not talking to him, like everything bad that or he calls me the B word and whatever, he just tags me in everything negative.
Oh my God.
But if anybody says anything negative about me,
then
he goes in. She's Queen Cecile.
Leave her alone.
Yeah,
leave her alone.
He's the only one who's allowed to trash me.
Has a stalker ever done anything?
No, I don't even know where he is. I had a crazy one that was threatening me and whatever on Facebook from somewhere in East Africa too. Yes.
Okay. We love you then. I think it's the love.
Yeah. Well, he was really going crazy. But it is what it is, because you can't you can't say you don't want X person to like the music and only these people. You don't want the crazy ones to like it. I mean, if he's purchasing too, that's all good. Like,
yay.
Yeah, it's all good.
That's right. And one of your biggest fans in the world is from right here in the 254. Mike from Hawaii.
Who I haven't even gotten a chance to see. He's there. Like about 5 of them are coming to the show with me anyways. Yeah. 5 of them are coming to the show with me and we're going to have dinner. But they are insisting, because they're on the show.
Yeah.
They're insisting that, listen, we want to have lunch with you.
Okay.
I can go in my DM and listen, we want to have lunch with you first.
Uh-huh.
Not only at the show. I think Nelly wrote this to me.
Everywhere.
Yeah. So I'm trying to work it out, but Chris got me here working like a horse.
Yeah.
No
meeting
rest
fans
for the wicked.
Surely.
But they're coming to the show and they're gonna hang out with me, and it's gonna be nice. Very, very nice.
Yeah.
So we're trying to take them to lunch.
Yeah. And then you actually communicate with Mike.
Oh yeah.
Ruai.
Yeah.
Do you even know where Ruai is?
I don't know where Ruai is, but I know Mike.
Okay.
Personally. We met him the last time we were here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's such a good guy. Mike will FaceTime me anytime he wants. WhatsApp video calling.
Yeah.
And Mike now and a lot more are friends with, this is so crazy, they're also friends with other fans, like in the Bahamas, in America. So they're like friends with my other fans. Exactly. And they wish each other happy birthday. And Mike will message me and say, did you message
so-and-so?
It's her birthday, Cecile. You have to tell her happy birthday. And
your fan from America.
That's Brittany from Bahamas. And he'll be like, oh, did you message this person? And they communicate and they talk. It's crazy. It's so cool.
Yeah,
it's
that's so cool. Yeah. That's nice. That you're bringing people together.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope. Yeah. That's pretty dope. And something else that brings people together is having a good time. And I want you to light up the night with the new Smirnoff Black Ice and Smirnoff Ice Double Black with Guaranda. It's now very, very affordable. Reduced price for only 300 shillings. You too can be the life of the party and the king of the night for only 300 shillings for any 2-pack. So I want you to hit me up with the hashtag Smirnoff Black Ice and tell me, how exactly do you become the life of the party? What happens so that you become the life of the party? So when are you leaving, Cecile? Are you going to be here for Christmas or?
Girl, I wish. I would love to see a Kenyan Christmas. Yeah, because I've been doing the rounds. We went to Kibera, right?
Yo!
And we were hanging out with the footballers. They was doing their little tournaments.
Yeah.
Have a lot of teams there, and I kicked the ball, start the match. I got my jacket from Avido. Yeah. He's like a designer from Kibera, right? Very talented, so handsome, and I want to see him like become a huge fashion icon. Like,
oh, that's dope.
Not fashion icon, but like designer.
Yeah. In the world.
Yeah.
That's dope.
He's cool. He reminds me of Cranium too. Yeah, but he's much more handsome than Cranium.
Yeah. It's a Kenyan thing.
Yeah.
So are there any dancehall artists currently now, that are new that you really like?
I like Shensia. Who else me like, Cassie? Male. Which new artist we like? Well, Chronix is not so new anymore, right? Chronix is because you guys know Chronix.
Chronix is big time now. I think his album got nominated. Was it nominated for a Grammy or something?
But see, that's why now everybody needs to play African King. Because when I sent this song out to Kenya, nobody knew who Chronix was.
No, nobody knew.
Right. So now y'all can be playing. You got to be playing that remix now, right? Cecile and Chronix, African King.
Yeah.
And when he did that song, I did not know him. But we didn't officially meet yet. It's the stories. I saw him perform somewhere. Nobody knew him in Jamaica. And I'm like, oh my God, I want to manage this guy. And I started tweeting about him. And his manager said, oh, thanks for the love. We want to give you some CDs and everything. And I said, I have this song called African King. I would love you to do a verse.
Yeah.
And I said, I would need you to go to the studio in Portland and do it for me. Now, the studio in Portland is 3 hours away. I didn't know them. And they drove to Portland. They did the song plus another song. It's the same rhythm that Christopher Martin's Mama.
Yeah.
Perfect key.
Yeah.
So he recorded one song by himself for the producer, recorded the combination with me. And that's the big rhythm that you guys have now as perfect key. And I never met him until, well, Cassandra here, who's my friend, she was doing the homecoming for the athletes, Usain Bolt and everybody with the Prime Minister at the time. This was which Olympics, Cassie? 2005. And she introduced me because she handles... all the artists that are performing, and she introduced me to Chronix, like in person.
You still didn't know who he was then?
No, I knew who he was, but I never met him. But nobody up here or even in Jamaica knew, because he was doing backup singing for Leroy Sibbles on that show. He wasn't even performing. He was doing backup singing. Yeah.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
Yeah, so big up to Chronix for that.
Yeah. Does he remember?
Yeah,
or now he's like, Cecile who?
No, you know what? Because he called my name in a song. Them no one Cecile forget. Yeah, he is very respectful and he remembers. And I don't expect him to go around now every day talking about Cecile. Nah.
Yeah.
But he remembered he did the song for me, and he has shouted out a couple times. And when I see them, it's all love, because you know he's like a big star now, and
he is.
It's all love. Yeah,
it is true. All right, so we have your new record here.
Yeah.
Introduce it.
Well, this one is called Delete You, and you know sometimes you're in love and it's guy's too jealous, but you love him still, but you be like, I love you, but I can't do this. It's delete you. That's what it is.
Take the pressure. Are you my prefer, but me half it the better. Baby, me love you, but me can't take the pressure. Are you my prefer? Are you my prefer? Baby, your love I get too much more time. When you're mad at him, time is thoughtless. You're too flipping jealous. All who me no see, you think me want love. Can't take the pressure while you bring more time. I want bill, but not spliff and go chill. Can't take the arguing. We're good when we're loving, but then the monster kick. Baby, I need you, but you like the chaos and you like the drama. I feel too relieved.
Delete you and your number.
But I haven't deleted him yet, even though.
Oh yeah.
It's a happy thought, but
yeah. Okay. But the thought of it.
The thought of it was good. I got a song out of it.
Yeah. So I want you to listen to some artists that I really hope that you can somehow find a way to work with them. Is that okay?
Oh, yes, of course.
All right. So their names are Bien, Chimano, Savara, and Polycarp, and together they're called Sawitiso.
Oh, but I know them. I love them.
Then do a song with them.
I know them already.
Do a song with them.
Chris,
do a song with them.
He's been introducing me. I love them.
Good, then do a song with them. Listen to this one.
She's a heartbreaker. She bend over backbreaker.
Watch her flavor.
Love it.
I wanna date her. She's a backbreaker.
This is what we pat her ranking.
She bend over backbreaker.
This is such a nice song.
Watch her flavor.
And you have to listen all the way to the end where she's doing the vocals. Amazing.
Nina and my co-host for the night, Cecile. So Cecile, you were saying something. We were talking about how you hear Drake and you hear Nicki Minaj and Rihanna and everybody else doing a dancehall song without a dancehall artist, right?
Well, not necessarily them, but they're doing dancehall a lot. And then we hear many other people that are doing songs and are opting to use Americans or wherever they come from to do the dancehall parts. Yeah. So for example, you would hear like Side to Side Ariana Grande, which is a reggae tinge song, and usually they have like to now carry it off. It's like the reggae / dancehall part was done by Nicki Minaj / rapping part. So I don't really much have a big deal with Nicki Minaj or Rihanna because they kind of like give credit all the time. Yeah, they do. Drake as well, but it's so much bigger than these three. It's we just use those as examples. Everybody else that's now singing dancehall. Saying things in patois, which I feel like it was just handed to them. They probably don't even know what they're saying, or they're just like what? So I feel like it's okay to do it, but to me it's so much of it right now that and they're also trying to say, oh, this is what do they call it? Island. This is some new thing that they're trying to change the name. And Rihanna had to say the other day to, I think, what magazine it was, like, no, this is dancehall and this is from Jamaica. And even the dances, people are like copying the dances and putting their twist on it and say, well, I came up with this when I was showering, or I came up with this. No, this is whatever from the ghetto in Jamaica, and this person started it. And I've had to post things. There are dance classes. I had it on my Instagram that somebody was teaching about dancehall and was saying, oh, it's a Caribbean thing. And it's not a Caribbean thing. It's a Jamaican thing. And, they changed it. The other day, it was YouTube was having the definition of dancehall and had Drake's picture. Yeah. And Jamaica went nuts and they had to remove it. Yeah. So I feel like we're not given the due credit for a lot of things that are, placed in other genres or written. We're happy when it's our Jamaicans that are doing the writing and stuff, but I think it needs to be said because this is our culture. A lot of this that you hear, a lot of the dances that you've seen is born out of stress, and it's born out of hunger, and people just go to dance to feel alive and to let loose. And some of these dances, they didn't like sit in a rehearsal room with AC and everything and come up with this. They were stressed out, hungry, and dancing, and so happened to do this move and be like, oh, this looks good. Probably hasn't gotten paid or doesn't have a job. A lot of this is from that. So you have to not forget about the culture. We cannot lose our culture.
And give credit.
We are our culture
as well.
Yeah.
Something else, you've spoken about the culture. In our minds, everyone in Jamaica dances, and half of the chicks are doing the 6:30.
No.
Touch your toes. 6:30. There where you know.
Well, the marker puppy tail. No, girl, I can't even do that. No. And a lot of us, like Cassie and myself, can't dance. We have a one wine that we do in everything. But a lot of these dances, like I just learned the fling.
What's that?
Fling.
What's the one show me? I want to see.
This is like, oh God, girl, I'm the wrong person to be teaching you fling. But if you look on YouTube on Ding Dong's page, you see the Prime Minister was doing it, and this is the
that's dope.
Yeah, this is the KRG, do it. Yeah. This is the song that's in do it for the love and I'll do it for the like. So Chronix employed the Ravers, which is the dance crew of Ding Dong, to do this fling thing, and when he's on stage, he's flinging like Chronix is flinging, which was
flinging all the way. You
cool.
said the Prime Minister was doing it, and I remember they have like a really hot minister of something. Or was it
Lisa Hannah, the girl?
Oh my goodness! I
should have filmed this to send it to her. She's a former Miss World too.
No wonder.
Yeah, she's a former Miss World.
Him.
Lisa Hannah is her name.
Oh my God.
No wonder.
He's like, I want to go for her. Yeah, she should have also been coming to perform. Yo, people compare her to our ministers all the time. They're like, and look at your female MPs. Look at ours.
You're not supposed to do that.
She's hot.
Yeah, she is.
She's flaming hot.
And she's one of the persons that was very good in school, was always given, because she's been doing this from she was in school.
Yeah.
And so this is to show how important education is, even when you're a hot chick. You know what I mean? Like reading your education to be. She handled Miss World. It was Miss World. I don't remember what year. Very well.
That's dope.
Long time Miss World. Long
yeah,
time
whichever.
But still,
she's just beautiful.
Yeah,
that's the point.
She's amazing,
and she has the brains too. So Cecile, we could go on with this interview till like 12:35, but my show ends in like 5 minutes. So, let's talk about why you are in Nairobi.
Right. So we are here for Dotty Family's 13th anniversary. That's 1-3. So you've been doing something good, Chris.
Chris, well done, Chris.
Yeah.
Chris is a friend of Capital FM.
Yes.
Hey, Chris. And from when he didn't have dreads to now.
That's right. That's 13 years down the line.
So it's Carnivore tomorrow night, and it's gonna be crazy. And Chris, he's all about bigging up Kenyan culture and everything, and he says, Sissy, there's a nice band here and I want you to do, because we come in with a dancehall sound system stand, so we're going to be working with Gravity Band,
yes,
big up the Kenyans, and we're going to just have some fun. It's more than a performance, it's a party, so it's going to be early. Tell them what I want, Chris.
Yeah, the party starts at the doors open at 5. The party starts at 6.
Okay.
Performance 8. So if you're not there by 8, you come late. Cecile is done. You'll party with her. You'll be dancing as we playing music.
Yeah. Oh, she's gonna stay on and party afterwards.
Party.
You have to come early.
Yeah. I mean, I can trust that she'd play. She partied up to a car accident. She's like, I'm still gonna get lit, but I know you're gonna kill it. I can't wait to see your outfit. Last time we came, your outfit was like the talk of town. So I can't wait to see that. But thank you so much.
I have a broken toe, so I don't know.
And we're coming out tomorrow.
I am definitely. I'm on air.
I have a sprained wrist, I have a broken toe, but I had to be here, and it's going to be lit just the same. Going to be crazy.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Congratulations,
KRG,
Chris.
Thank you.
For turning 13.
Big up
and well done for the contribution of dancehall that you have made to the country. Good job. Yes. And thank you so much, Cecile, for coming.
Thanks for having me, Amina. I love you. Nice to see you again. And
nice to
congratulations.
See you. Thank you.
It's a big deal.
No, thank you.
She's a big deal.
Then a few years after that, ndo sisi hard on the street, masiliko bag yangu nilidishi school fees, but